You would think that with all the abundance of acquisition that we can get to, in our life, we should be very happy. I mean, today you can get anything you want. You don't even. The funniest thing is you don't have to leave your house. You go on Amazon, and by the way, if you buy on Amazon, I forgot how to do it. I forgot how you do this, but you can actually put the name of the yeshiva, and everything that you buy on Amazon, a certain percentage goes to the yeshiva. Amazon Smiles. Okay, yes. So you put the name of the yeshiva, you do that. You can get things that I could never think I could ever get. I mean, everything. Everything. You can get from from drills to samurai swords, all. Don't set a foot out of your house. So you think you'll be very happy. And yet, if you look at people who are very unhappy, most people are unhappy. And if you want to know why you're unhappy, I'll tell you this. That's the reason why you're unhappy. It's not because of what you have or your ability to get and so on and so forth. The reason for unhappiness is like this. Let's say, for example, I go online and I buy this and I buy this and I buy this and I go on like a shopping spree and I buy everything I want. Oh, I want this, I want this, I want this. And I'm still feeling very unhappy because deep down inside I know that what I'm really missing is spiritual integrity and the spiritual component. Okay? When I'm not working on my spirituality, what does it mean working on my spirituality? These are some very basic things. Very basic things. Knowing that I'm good, knowing what I'm capable of. I know what to appreciate and so on and so forth. I know that I'm a good person. I know that I can say thank you. I know that I'm weak. I know that I'm strong. I know to know. We don't know these things. We don't know these things and we feel we haven't accomplished anything in our lives. And most people have accomplished absolutely nothing in your life. We did one time a lecture about Kung Fu, but that's a similar concept. Kung Fu is dedicating yourself, not doing martial arts. Martial arts in Chinese, it's called Wushu. Kung Fu is an acquired skill of dedicating yourself over a long period of time to accomplish something. Therefore, you could become a Kung Fu in playing guitar, or martial arts, or painting, or Lehavdil Torah. It's a complete dedication to something over a long period of time. And that gave us a certain level of mastery. And what I'm talking about is I'm talking about dedicating a minimum of 10, 15 years to one particular topic. Most people would not do that. And then when you go, you feel that you have accomplished nothing in your life. You feel that you're missing something. Your beginning of spiritual strength comes with this notion that you have and you possess the power to condition yourself to work on something for a long period of time. And there could be your relationship as well. That's why so many people get divorced. So you go there and you say, okay, I'm 20 years old. What have I accomplished in my life? Absolutely nothing. Why? 20 years you're alive. Okay, so let's say 13 since your bar mitzvah. That's 7 years. You could accomplish so much in 7 years. And then another 7 years go by. And then another 7 years go by. And then another 7 years go by. And before you know, you're 70 years old. And your whole life has gone by. And you're saying, what was the point of me coming here? I don't have emotional and spiritual strength. I don't have the discipline to actually sit down and make myself do something. I knew of a guy who is a tremendous martial artist. Tremendous martial artist. I mean, I can't tell you. And he said it is only because he spent 15 years with his teacher. And I'm talking about every single day. 15 years with his teacher. And then his teacher died. And he said, I took about less than a half of what my teacher knew. In other words, my teacher took most of his knowledge with him to the tomb. And there's no way to recover it. What have you ever accomplished? What did you dedicate yourself, besides wasting your time? What have you dedicated yourself to? And that's what I told you years ago. You have to make yourself, at least if not an expert at something, quite knowledgeable about something. That you can have a conversation with somebody, that you feel that you have something to offer someone, to contribute, some conversational, thing or advice or whatever it is, that you have something, you possess something. And it's not because you're busy. The reason why you're busy is because you don't want to dedicate yourself to something. I tell you all the arguments, that's why I'm very big on this. I cannot send you to the army to the draft or something like this because it's not within my powers to do so, and so on and so forth. So the best next thing, and I want to tell you to sit down and learn Torah, but I know it's very difficult for you to get to the concept of immersing yourself completely to Torah. You should be, without a doubt, dedicating 10 years out of your life completely from morning to night to learn Torah. That's why guys who go to yeshiva and seriously want that and give up everything and sit down for X amount of time, they are completely different than everybody else. They can do a lot of things and they go and they flourish and so on and so forth. You know what? Dedicate 3 years. If you can't even do that, make Torah the bulk part of your life, of your day. Divide the day into 3 parts. 2/3 you learn. 1/3 you do everything else you want in life. Or you need to do it in life. Sleeping, eating, working, going to college and so on and so forth. You're going to tell me it's a waste of time. I'm going to tell you you're absolutely stupid if you think it's a waste of time, because that will give you the ability to actually accomplish something, because you're going to continue with the same lousy skills that you have on a road to nowhere in your life, accomplishing absolutely nothing. You don't have any spiritual integrity. Is to conquer your spirit, to make your spirit actually do and sit down and accomplish something. So that's why I tell you, you want to do that, go at least learn martial arts. You will accomplish, you'll get the discipline. And that's why it is. Okay, you tell me I'm very unorthodox in telling people to learn martial arts. I don't really care. I think martial arts are terrific. Especially Jews. Men and especially women should learn martial arts. It's very important. Because it allows you, gives you the format to actually give you the chance or whatever it is, the ground to be able to conquer yourself. Because you're very tired. You don't want to do this, you want to do this, and to sit in the stands, and it's hard. But it makes you do that. And then you get a belt. Oh, I got a belt. I'm good. Continue. And then all of a sudden you realize you can do so much more. That's the decline of the generation. The decline of generation is not because we became stupider and so on and so forth. The decline of generation because we have too much. And the reason why we have too much is because we don't want to commit ourselves. So I make myself very busy doing a lot of unnecessary things. I'm creating tremendous obstacles on myself to do many things. I put a lot of noise out because I don't want to hear the voice inside of me that tells me, listen, your spirit is crying for leaving. So I'm putting the radio on, I'm putting the earphones on, I'm blasting everything I go. I don't even talk like a person, I yell. Everybody's yelling. Go to nature. And you see automatically people are lowering their voice. Why? Because there's no need to yell. And all of a sudden, wow, listen to the birds. You listen to the thing. Why are the birds here? The birds are also in the city, but you never listen to them. You never hear them because you don't pay attention, because you don't want to pay attention. You only want to hear the voices of yourself, your own drum in which you're beating, going nowhere, like the Energizer Bunny. You're just going like this, absolutely nowhere. So I would recommend to you to start finding a skill or something so you could become a master in. You have to always learn. But you have to understand, this is in order to make you understand that you not only can learn, that you have the time and the ability to learn. Because I can't, listen, if I can put 3 hours straight of extreme martial art training to sit down in yeshiva to learn Gemara, it's a piece of cake. It's not so hard. Gemara was not because of my training, not become easier. I just understand that I can do it. That I have the tools to do it. I have the discipline. That's why discipline is important. And the number one, or the first stage on a spiritual journey is developing a discipline. You don't have discipline. Discipline means coming to minyan on time. Discipline means I start something, I finish. Discipline means I can do this for a long period of time. I don't stop in the middle. Your argument's like, you start martial arts, I don't stop until I get a black belt. You start playing a guitar, you don't stop until you can play a solo. Not like just like blowing it in how many rounds, 2¼ chords. You can play to me, I don't know, November Rain, I don't know, whatever. If you can't do this, don't play. So you can show yourself you have something else. And that's why the reason many people start a Gemara and never finish. Start a Gemara, never finish. Start a Gemara, never finish. And then say, you know what, it's not for me, I can't really do it. So if you're not willing and you don't have the ability, or you can't, or you think you can't do it through Gemara because for whatever unresolved issue you have with learning Torah, well, let's go somewhere else and you acquire the tools and you're going to come back home and you can do so. Because it's very difficult to be a Jew, non-spiritual Jew. We are not spiritually contained because we have never conquered our desires, we never conquered ourselves, we never conquered our spirit. And our spirit is weak. We have a lot of materialism, but no spirituality. And that's the cause of great frustration in our lives. Have a great day.